What's going on, everybody? Rob A here, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Titans Return Trypticon with Necro and Full Tilt. This is the newest Titan class figure to be released in the Titans Return line. And so, of course, I've got shaky cam in full effect, so if you get easily motion sick, you know, be warned. Just quick size comparison to the box. Here is a Titan Master figure right in there, just to give you an idea of the scale of this guy. The box looks to be about the same size as the box for like Metroplex or Fortress Maximus, so we got that going on. You can see really nice illustration on the front. Trypticon wrecking some stuff. His 3 modes here, a little blurb. It also has more of the same up on top. We've got Necro, we've got Full Tilt, we got Trypticon here. It's Spaceship Mode. This is supposed to be the Nemesis, I believe has been said, and then of course the City Mode. And if we flip it over to the back side here, we can see some more information. So figures outlined in yellow sold separately, just so you know, guys. But it shows once again his different modes. So it transforms in 15 steps to the, I guess, to this mode. I don't know how many steps it takes to get to that one. Probably not many more. Full Tilt here, of course, transforms in 12 steps. He's very purple looking. So that's pretty much what you got. There is some information on the side here, and it's a little bit too difficult to actually get it into the camera, so I will read it to you. So here we go. Some bots believe the Titan Masters hold the key to controlling the universe. Trypticon is capable of ending it. The towering Decepticon Titan is built for conquest, with a spaceship mode that allows him to travel between planets and a city mode that establishes a stronghold when he arrives. He's capable of single-handedly wiping out any target in any location in the galaxy. His appetite for destruction is rivaled only by his appetite for Titan Masters, which Trypticon consumes like other bots devour refined energon cubes. His own Titan Master servant, Decepticon Necro, hungers for something far more sinister. Necro harvests the sparks of other bots, consuming the very thing that gives them life. Wherever these Decepticons travel, they bring doom and ultimate destruction. So that is the that is the box. I'm going to go ahead, pause here, get this thing open, and we'll actually check out the inside box contents, just so we can kind of see what's going on in here. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, so here is the inside of the box. We have all the contents here. So you can see we've got some big old legs here, and they even have, looks like the little supports for, like, the original Trypticon had these, because he was like a, you know, a motorized walking figure. But they've got those on the sides of the feet. That's pretty cool. We do have a sticker sheet here. We got the instructions, nice collector card, and a sticker sheet. That's a lot of stickers. Just looking offhand, I can see this is in the 150s right here. It doesn't look as extensive as Metroplex. And I don't remember Fort Max, what his sticker sheet looked like, which is weird because I've got Fort Max much more recently, but you know, that's how the brain works sometimes, or doesn't work, as the case may be. But so here's the sticker sheet. Here is Trypticon all bundled up in his box. So what I'm going to do now is get this guy freed from his cardboard prison, and we're going to check him out in hand in just a moment. Alright guys, so here he is, Titans Return Trypticon, and as you can see, he's very large. He is pretty much taking up the entirety of my workspace here. And as you can see, he's very, very cool looking, very, very huge, very massive. A lot of good things about this guy. A couple not so good things, namely the sticker sheet was not enjoyable at all. And it's not even that there were a lot of stickers, it's more that the stickers are very, very thin, kind of like foily decals, and so you know, a lot of times it was just very difficult to actually get them off of the sheet, and they do tend to crumple very easily. But I have a feeling once they're on, they will be more resilient than like paper stickers, so I mean that's certainly a plus. And they do add a lot to the figure, which is nice. Just little bits of color and like foil here and there, just to kind of really make it pop. So that's really cool. Let's show off the collector card you do get with this figure. It's the collector card. And on the back you can see the stats, strength, speed, intelligence, and firepower of Trypticon, and then with Necro attached presumably to Trypticon. You can actually attach Necro right back here. That's where he goes, and you can actually get a little function out of this, because if you press down on Necro, it causes the head piece to pop up and the gun to deploy there. So that's really cool. There are stickers for these eyes, so you can't put those on if you want. They're just gold foil. I left them off. I like the clear orange eyes a little better personally. And of course the stats with full tilt installed as well on this guy, and full tilt just goes right here on the chest. So what I think I'm going to end up doing is just kind of show you guys the card, full tilt, and Necro on this table, and then probably have to move to my dining table to record the rest. So the background's going to change a little bit, but you know, you guys will figure it out pretty easily. But he's just too big to actually fit in my recording space as it is. So I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, so we are going to take a look at Necro and full tilt. So let's grab Necro here from the back of Trypticon's head, and then full tilt actually is located right here on Trypticon's chest, but you can actually also store him in the tail when he's in Dinosaur Mode or any of the other modes. So that's actually pretty cool. So you go ahead, and there's a little clip on the front here that you just pull up, and then it just releases full tilt like so. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a little angle where we can grab some room here. Here we have Necro. You can see his Titan Master mode, and then we just unfold him to his little robot mode. He's just got a black head and a purple body, and really not much else to talk about there. So there you go. You can kind of get him a little bit in scale with Trypticon there. So yeah, you got that going on. So here is full tilt. Very purple. Just a couple of stickers here to kind of break apart all of the purple. It's an interesting design, a little Cybertronian tank vehicle. Not much to say about it other than it really is incredibly purple. And so to transform this guy, you can actually, well, you can fit Necro inside here as well, so you can keep him stored inside this guy while he is attached to Trypticon, so you have that option. But to transform, you want to take him out here, and you're going to actually unclip these little pieces just like that, and then flip these panels out here, flip the legs down, you can close this back up, and then these bits just go down like that. You're going to flip this piece up, it's going to form the robot crotch. Bring the arms out and down at the shoulders, flip the fists out, and then flip this whole section back just against his back like that. It'd be kind of cool if this like opened up in the opposite direction. You could actually like load this into the cockpit in robot mode, but it's, you know, no such luck. And then of course you can just attach Necro like you would any other Titan Master. And there you go. There you have full tilt in robot mode. And again, he is super duper purple. Give him his little gun here. He's got decent articulation. He's got the ball-jointed head thanks to the Titan Master gimmick. He's got a stock shoulder and a ball joint here. He does have a bicep swivel and an elbow joint there. He's got universal joint hips. No waist articulation, unfortunately. He does have a nice solid outward movement. Swivel at the thigh, and then a knee bend as well. And he is roughly deluxe size. We can give you a comparison here with got Perceptor. So he's, you know, he's a deluxe size figure. His arms are a little stumpy maybe, but other than that, he's a good size for what you get here. So yeah, pretty cool, and he can interact in a couple of different ways with Trypticon here, and we'll show those off in just a moment. So I'm going to go ahead, get my table set up, and then we will check Trypticon out in a natural wood background. Alright, see you guys in a second. Okay guys, so here is the base mode for Trypticon, and as you can see, it's pretty large. So I've gone ahead and stuck full tilts inside the base, which you can access by just lifting this, and he can roll right out. And you can then turn around and go right up this ramp and into this area here. So lots and lots of space up here. You can get lots of Titan Masters all up in this jam. There's lots of different connecting points for them to attach to. Really, just a ton. Like, they're like everywhere. I'm having a hard time spotting them because they are very small. But you know, as you're just messing around with the figure, you can certainly find tons of stuff to do with these guys. You can also bring out your Titan Master Legends or Titans Return Legends and attach these guys right up top. Bring them right around as well. And there is a pass-through back here. It's not big enough for a Legend size figure, but it will fit a Titan Master figure, such as Shuffler here. You can just go right on through there. So that's cool. Lots of platforms and things like that. A few minor complaints I have are that the Trypticon's legs don't really. There's one, like, I don't know if you can see it. There's like one stabilizing leg here to kind of hold everything in place. It would have been nice if there was something in here that either folded out or folded down just to help stabilize this platform, because as you can see, you know, I put any weight on it and it just collapses like that. So another thing is this area here, I would have liked to see maybe a way to open this up or bring this down and just put figures inside of this cavity. You can access the cavity from here, from the top, and of course you can drop your Titan Masters in, or even a Legion class figure will fit in there with no problem, depending on, of course, the figure. You know, larger ones like you know, Cosmos or Kickback probably won't fit in that cavity, but you can fit Bumblebee and Brawn actually at the same time. So Trypticon can capture both Brawn and Bumblebee. But it would have been nice to have an access point here for this as well. So just food for thought. So this is the base mode. And of course, it's you're meant to have this thing up like this as kind of an extra tower with this little blaster on the top. So I mean, it's really up to you how you want to do your particular base mode. But overall, I mean, it's very impressive. That's for sure. It's definitely large and very very impressive. So that's pretty cool. And if you really want to, it does have wheels. You can roll it around if you so desire. So let's go ahead and transform this into the Nemesis mode or the spaceship mode, and we'll take a look at it then. Okay, so to transform this guy into the Nemesis or its spaceship mode, we're just going to pop this guy out of the way, pop this guy out of the way, and we're going to go ahead, lift these up for like this, fold these ramps in, and then we're going to flip these back down completely for the spaceship mode. We're going to bring this section down, raise that up. We're going to raise up the ramp and bring up the weapons here, and lower these guns, and we can also collapse these as well, just because I think they look a little bit better. They don't like stick out right above and kind of touch this platform area, so I think they just look a little bit better that way. We're going to keep the wings out like so, but we are going to actually fold up the legs, and this can be a little, not tricky, but a little annoying at times, just to get everything lined up correctly. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Just got to make sure everything's lined up. There we go, just like that. And now we want to go ahead and swing the leg forward like 3 clicks so that there's still, sorry about that, so that there's still, hopefully you guys can see this, there's still a little bit of the knee showing here. You still got a little bit of the purple because there's a large slot and a tab system here. We're just going to bend him at the knee and just plug that whole thing in. And that's just going to stay just like that. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Bring this whole leg section down together, like that. And forward. It's giving me such resistance. Alright, let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. So something feels a little wrong, like it feels like I've stripped the gears, but I don't quite understand how that would have happened. But hopefully that's not the case. But we'll see. So turn this around and down, then like so, and flip the wings out. And there you have the spaceship mode for the Nemesis. Just make sure the dinosaur head is locked away. And you can pick it up and fly it around if you really want to. Let's get this guy pulled back in. I mean, you can hold it. There are the back fins that you can kind of hold onto and swing it around if you really were into that sort of thing. But I'll just kind of let it rest. So that is the Nemesis mode, and it's very similar to the city mode, but certainly no less impressive. Come back over here, and once again you can put full tilt inside the front. Close that up. So yeah, pretty cool overall. Alright guys, last but certainly not least, we have the Dinosaur Mode for Trypticon. So let's go ahead and get him into that mode. We're going to start by flipping these panels up all the way here. We're going to fold in these wings as well. We'll raise the guns. And then we're just going to go ahead and lift these sides up like that. I'm going to flip the whole thing over, and then we're going to go ahead and bring the legs back down, push them into the base again. Now I've heard people complaining about the legs, and obviously I don't know what's going on with with my copy. Obviously this one no longer has ratchets in the leg, which is a problem, so I'm going to have to contact Hasbro about that. Hopefully get that resolved. But they have had problems with the actual swing of the legs. There's a button back here you press, and and it allows you to release this little tab, which releases the leg, allows you to bring it forward. I know people have supposedly had problems with that, and now my my Trypticon is just completely falling apart on me, which is not good. There we go, that's fine. So yeah, it should lock in fairly well to either location. There we go. And then we're going to take these flaps and put them down here on both sides. Let me go ahead and stand this up so I can get a little bit more of a grip here. Alright, that's fine. So we're going to untab the arm and just swing it around and unfold it, basically. Very simple stuff, nothing too complicated here. Then we're going to go ahead and lift these all the way till they're facing the back. I think. There we go. It's just a little caught. Alright, and then bring the head forward. And there you have Trypticon in his Dinosaur Mode. You can put these forward, you can put these against his back, however suits you. Once again, there are many contact points for your Titan Masters there. So lots of stuff you can do with that. Bring this guy forward here. And of course, he does have a gimmick in the back of his head here. You can fit the Titan Master back there, and if you press down, it will release the cannon in his head. You can also open his big old mouth. You can see his big gaping maw there. You can stick Titan Masters right down his throat, and he gobbles them up and eats them, and they end up in his chest cavity here. That's pretty neat. You can, of course, attach full tilt to his chest. Just plug him on the back there and then close that up, and he's stuck there. So that's pretty cool. And if I had one problem with this design, I would say that the tail is a little stumpy looking, but you can actually alleviate that if you want to. You can bring out the ramp and then just have that out, and it gives them kind of a more natural, like tapered looking tail, and I think just looks pretty good overall. The arms are nicely posable. They can come out pretty far, actually, considering. You can rotate him here. He's got an elbow joint. He's got multiple joints in the hands and claws. The head does swivel. You can turn a little bit more if you move the guns out of the way. Can rise and lower. And of course, there's a lot of movement in the legs as well. He does have ankle tilts for, whatever reason, if you feel he needs ankle tilts. And he does have a knee bend. And of course, we've all seen the ratchets in his hips by now. So let's do a size comparison. First of all, here he is with a Titan Master. So you got that going on. And here he is. I know he's normally Metroplex. He's the main build of a Metroplex, but my Metroplex is in storage at the moment, so here he is with Fort Max. And you can see that Fortress Maximus is taller by a good amount than Trypticon here, but Trypticon has a lot more overall mass. Like his body is huge, he's got that big tail, and you can, you can raise him up a little taller as well. And get them a little bit closer in height to Metroplex or Fort Max. And I think Fort Max is actually even a little bit taller than Metroplex. So overall, a really solid Titan class figure. Again, I don't know what happened to the hip during my review, so I'm going to have to inquire about that. Stickers are obnoxious, but once you put them on, they actually look pretty good. And he's got a lot of playability, a lot of fun features. He's easy to transform, he's huge, and looks awesome on display. So there you have it. That's my review of Titan's Return Trypticon. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll be back with more Transformers reviews soon, so stick around for that. In the meantime, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now. Just a quick update, guys, on the whole hip situation. So I opened up his ratchet joint here, and these were all bent out of shape. And you can see they're still a little wonky. Still a little busted up. The problem is that the actual gears are like super tight. They're super strong, and then this giant spring they have in here is, you know, certainly not helping anything. So what I did was I came with some pliers. I fixed these. I just bent them back into shape. I trimmed a little bit of the excess plastic off the edges, just where it had gotten really busted up. And I just put it back together for a test, and everything worked okay. So we're going to go ahead and try this. What I also did was I took a little sandpaper and just sanded these teeth down just a little bit, just enough to give them just a little more leeway for the thing to actually turn. So we're just going to go ahead and put this on, and I'll put it back together, and we'll test it out in just a moment. Alright, so the joint is back together, and now it's doing a lot better. Actually, it still doesn't like to go in the opposite direction, and I don't know what the deal is with that, but you know, as long as it's working mostly, I'll still maybe contact Hasbro and try and get a replacement, but for now, I think I'm just gonna be happy with where it's at. So that's it, guys. Thanks again. I'm going to put this back together and get my Trypticon back up and running. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys. Bye.